guys, it's Jack here today, and I am friggin' tired. So, as a few of you know, I've been in and out of hospital these past few weeks, so I have been friggin' tired a lot. But I thought I'd go live today. Fucking hell. Sorry, just give me a minute. Just making sure my phone's plugged in as I'm pretty low on battery. I've been to Pleasurewood Hills today and Lowestoft, so went on a couple of rides, but I have still been in a hospital. Literally having to have like daily appointments at the minute for my stitches situation, which has been not very fun, but I'm trying my best in between, trying to get out as and when I can, but it's not been easy. But today, the topic at hand, what I wanted to bring you guys today is the battle of England's two biggest cities, and my opinion on both, which I'm choosing out of the two, pluses and not so good things about both, and which I honestly think's better. So we are doing a Birmingham versus London video today. I've been to both enough times to make up a good enough opinion, and I want to give Birmingham the edge. And this may surprise a lot of people, as London is the city most people think of right away when they think of the UK. I mean, it's like the most notable city. It's one of the most notable cities in the world, without question. And I quite like London, but I feel like Birmingham has more personality to it in a way. I mean, London is way too friggin' commercialized, populated, overcrowded, unfriendly, a lot of the time, just too full on. And for me, Birmingham wins on all fronts, personally. I mean, I've nothing against London. Like, it has some nice bits, don't get me wrong, but I just find it too much. It's like the closest England really gets to a friggin' New York or whatever. It's just, I don't know. I really like London in small doses, but I can only take so much of it. Whereas Birmingham, like, I mean, I like how you've obviously got like the Bull Ring and all like the busy bits. You got the West End by the river, which is really nice, like round by the Sea Life Centre. You've got the Bull Ring, as I said, and all around there. New Street's really nice how they've done it up. I mean, yeah, Birmingham can be sketchy at night, but then can't every big city. And I really like Sutton Coldfield as well. Went to Sutton Park a lot when I was younger, which is a huge park in Sutton Coldfield. Some beautiful bits just out of Birmingham as well. Some nice like smaller towns like Tamworth and so on. I really like Birmingham. I really like Birmingham, and personally, I think it's one of the nicest cities in the UK. Obviously, past a certain time at night, it's like any major UK city. But personally, I give Birmingham the edge over London. As Jet London is just too much. I can do it in small doses, but hey, how's it going, mate? I've been to Pleasurewood Hills today, a local theme park, but I've fucked my ass up. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to be. Well, I'm having to have nurses round this weekend, and I'm gonna have to stay home as much as possible until this thing sorts itself out. So it's not fun, but as my doctor said, if I want to get better, I'm gonna have to rest. No, it's okay, mate. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I went on a couple of rides. I think, like, obviously the high adrenaline rush of the rides obviously caused my ass to, go back to where it was. And I did just want to do a little apology for last week if I was getting a bit annoyed about stuff. I mean, I've just been getting so stressed out and paranoid about stuff I shouldn't be worrying about. And I guess I just had to take a step back and stop worrying about things that don't really matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was just talking to my friend the other day about some idiot that said they didn't like my tattoo, and then I was like considering getting it lasered off and shit. Like, why do I care so much what strangers say? Do you know, I mean, we're all guilty of it, I guess, maybe sometimes to a point, but exactly, exactly. I worry about shit I shouldn't worry about, to be honest, and what someone thinks of, something that I like, or, yeah, I gotta put my priorities in the right places, for sure, for sure. Yeah, just wanted to do a London versus Birmingham video. I really like Birmingham. I spent a lot of time in Birmingham when I lived in the Midlands, and I just wanted to do a quick, love letter to Birmingham, so to speak, on why I think it's, better than London. So I really like London, but I can only do it so much in small doses. I mean, there's certain bits in London I really like Somerset House and so on. But like Birmingham has some, I mean, I really like Sutton Coldfield. It's a beautiful part. Like, I mean, it's a bit more unmarket. It's a bit more, sorry, it's a bit more upmarket. It's a bit more posh. You got the Sutton Park, obviously the Sutton Coldfield Town Centre. I think it's called Mare Green. It's a really nice, yeah, Mere Green. Um, Oscott, I think. I used to know Birmingham really, really well. Like Erdington as well is okay, but then again, past a certain point at night, Aston is pretty sketchy, and obviously you have the city, like the city centre of Birmingham's really nice. You've got Snow Hill, the Jewellery Quarter, New Street, Bullring. You got the West End where the Sea Life Centre, and obviously lots of nice places for gigs and so on. Obviously, Birmingham's the place of metal as well. You got the Peaky Blinders pub as well, which is really cool. They've got an Aussie plaque as well in Birmingham. Obviously, Black Sabbath come from there. Yeah, Doctors. I think pretty sure Doctors is based in Birmingham. Yeah, I've never watched Doctors. I mean, I know it more for Peaky Blinders, which they now have the pub as well, the Peaky Blinders pub. I'm pretty sure it was home to the biggest HMV in the UK as well, because I've been there. Pretty sure it's either in the Bullring or near there, but it was the biggest HMV in the UK. Kerrang Radio is based in Birmingham as well, like, again, or at least they were. You have the Cadbury's World Chocolate Factory as well, which I've been to. Yeah, Birmingham gets a lot of shit thrown at it, but Birmingham's a really nice place, to be honest. The NEC, I've been to the NEC as well. The NEC is really nice. Yeah, I think the reason I like Birmingham as well is it's easy to get out of as well. I mean, there's lots of little towns around here. You got Lichfield, Tamworth, Cannock, Sutton Coldfield, but then that's within. But I mean, Sutton Coldfield is part of Birmingham, but you feel like you're kind of out. I mean, it's a bit more upmarket and sort of posh. Yeah, it kind of feels like you're a little out of Birmingham, I guess. I also wanted to. No, Birmingham's all right. Birmingham's all right. It's definitely less crowded than London, but then that's not really saying much. I mean, London's on another level. I went to a place called Pleasurewood Hills today. It's just a little theme park. But yeah, another thing I wanted to touch basis on as well is spending more time alone. I think one thing I've learned to get better at since I've stopped drinking is sort of just learning to love yourself, and like learning to just be on your own a bit more, and like just like obviously it's good to hang about with people when you can, but like learn to be happy like in your own space and just being alone doing nothing sometimes, because ultimately we're born and we die in this body. You know what I mean? There are going to be times where we're going to have to be uncomfortable with being alone and uncomfortable with solitude. And a lot of people don't know how to do it. And I think the more you try and master that and be okay with that uncomfortableness, do you know what I mean? Because anything that's worthwhile is going to be uncomfortable at first. And I think we learn from such a young age that like we have to be around other people, in order to feel normal, in order to feel validated or whatever. But like we don't. So why do we lie to ourselves? Do you know what I mean? Like we're sort of brought up to be around everyone else and be like everyone else and just, and yeah, obviously that's good as well. But then, you know, you have to deal with all the shit and the predictableness and the judgmentalness and idiots that you don't want to be around. And I think since I've learned, like, sorry, since I've stopped drinking and like came away from all of that, like, you start to notice things more, like shit that you've just blindly accepted, and you think, well, actually, being alone's not too bad. You don't have to deal with, any conflict or, do you know what I mean? Like people that won't say shit to your face, but like hide behind the screen, or do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much easier in a way, but then at the same time, you can't be too alone because you then end up, finding it hard to socialize around other people. I mean, you've got to have a balance, right, as well. You've got to have a balance because now I've sort of been alone and sort of tried to learn solitude. You then find it hard to talk to people. You've got to have a balance with it as well. It's one of those. It's hard. Yeah, no, I can see that, and it's like you're keeping up an act to suit other people. You feel like I just got to the point where also good luck to Arsenal. Good luck to Arsenal. Leeds are playing tomorrow, so hopefully we beat Nottingham. Sorry, but yeah, like I've noticed a lot of the time, like why I'm so exhausted is because I'm like trying to keep up to some sort of like other people's idea of me and other people's perception of how I should be, and you end up just comparing yourself to other people too much. It's like instead of saying, what do I validate about myself? Am I validating my checklist? We think like at the end of the day, you can't please, and the more you try and please everyone, and like the more you try and read off everybody else's checklist, no two people are the same. Do you know what I mean? And we end up comparing ourselves and driving ourselves mad. And I think when you take that step away and you realize, instead of saying, what do they want? You've got to ask yourself, what do I want? Because no matter what you do, someone's going to complain about it. Someone's not going to like it. Do you know what I'm saying? And it gets to a point where you've just got, I mean, as I said with the tattoo, like someone said, oh, you shouldn't get that tattooed on your skin. I wouldn't get a tattoo on your skin. Well, that's you. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I was younger, and I've took that like, oh, there's something wrong with me, but there isn't. It's just, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Exactly, exactly, and I think a lot of it is social media though. Like, there's so much comparison, and just even with other people just being dicks. I mean, Jesus Christ, like a tattoo. Like, if someone's, I don't like your tattoo, well, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to get the tattoo, that's fine. But why do people feel the need to, And I'm not bitching about it. I'm just saying, like, exactly, like fake interactions on things that people clearly aren't interested in, and yeah, it just becomes so predictable. Oh, they're gonna judge me, and you try. I mean, my mum says to me, "Go with a positive attitude." And yeah, you try, but then it's just the same predictable nonsense thrown at you, and it's hard. It is hard. I mean, it's hard. But yeah, on back on a positive note, Birmingham's well worth checking out for sure. I used to know the city pretty well. I mean, the south side, you've got the University of Birmingham, which is one of the prettiest university campuses I think I've ever seen. It's actually near Cadbury's World. And Sutton Coldfield's a nice area as well. Yeah, for sure, there is a lot of that. There is a lot of that. I think I'm at the point now though where I've just stopped comparing myself to other people. Like yeah, I had quite a lot of fizzy at Pleasurewood Hills, which has upset my doctors. Trying to think if I had a little bit of Oreo earlier from Tesco, but trying not to go too mad at the minute. I've got some noodles in the cupboard, but I'm pretty bloated for now. As I said, I'm just doing this live stream quickly, then going to bed. I need to get well for Fear Factory and Amon Amarth as well. I was actually gonna ask you as well, do you still want to do... Sorry, bloody hell. I need to get another drink in a minute. Just feeling really bloated. Yeah, I was just gonna say, do you still want to see Amon Amarth at the Hammersmith Apollo in October? God, I really need to get better for that though. I'm literally having to have like friggin' nurse appointments like over the weekend. I mean, tomorrow it's 1:10, and then God knows for Sunday. But even like my friends have said, like, just friggin' rest up, do you know what I mean? Because obviously I've been trying and that and pushing myself, but then obviously that's unsettled it, so. Oh, yeah, sure. No, I thought you said you'd come at Hammersmith, but I guess we could still do Brentwood if you want. Really need to sort this hospital thing out though. I swear I didn't go last weekend as well. She had like 2 days where I didn't go, and then it's caused it to get infected again. Oh right, I see what you're saying now, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to think. I'm in Southampton the night before for Fear Factory, so yeah, I could meet in the daytime. Yeah, sure. Just trying to think. Yeah, yeah, could do the daytime somewhere in London. I think my friend in Bournemouth, well, she said she'd be tagging along, so we'll have to see. It's at the 1865 is Fear Factory, which is in Southampton, so I'm gonna have to sort out the hotels as well. Just need to focus on getting better though for the time being. Yeah, cheers, mate. It's yeah, the last thing I need is pressure at the minute with my doctors. Never actually been to Southampton. Trying to think. Yeah, I've done Bournemouth once or twice. That's a good question. Have I done Bournemouth once or twice? No, I've been to Bournemouth twice. Yeah, I went back in June and then again last month. Bournemouth's nice. Oh, you've been to Southampton, yeah. I've been sort of like the closest I've been is like around the motorway bit and then like past the airport. Ah, right on. Leeds kick off at 3 tomorrow, so away match against Nottingham. Are you watching it live or just catching the? Well, obviously you're not as you well unless you're watching both on different. I don't know. As you can tell, I'm really not 100%. I'm literally just gonna doze off after this. Yeah, Bournemouth's a nice place as well. Ah, okay. Ah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I ain't got Sky Sports at mine, so I should have known. Oh, yeah. You still looking at maybe moving up this way at some point? I remember you saying you were looking at Bungay. Just a heads up though, it will be a shock to the system if all you used to is London, bloody hell. If you do move up this way. I had to get a bloody belt earlier so I didn't bloody fall off the rides. It cost me 2 bucks, so. Yeah, there's not that many jobs around here really. But it depends. I mean, there's loads for like factory work and that. But it depends what sort of thing you'd be looking for. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, factories and stuff like that. Uh, Possibly actually. Halesworth Golf Club were at one point. Um, but I've heard they're quite shitty with the staff. I actually went for a job interview one time and they had me on some like kitchen job or whatever, and I literally did like a trial session, and they basically just said like not to come in again. So like I pretty much did the shift like perfectly as well, like just doing washing plates up and that, and like making cup of teas and shit like that. Just just being decent and that. And they said, "Oh, don't come back in again. Don't bother coming back." And like proper yelled down the phone at me. It's like I did all I could. I was like, what the fuck do you expect? I was living in Yarmouth at the time as well, so I came like 25 miles, 30 miles, and like she said, like, never come back. We don't fucking need you. And you think, well, you fucking asked me to come in. They literally asked me to fucking come in. It was like from some advert thing on Google. And you just think, like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, that's the one time I've ever like worked at a golf club. But like, obviously, not all of them are going to be like that. But it's just all right. You fucking asked me to come in. Give it my all. Yeah, it's friggin' poor. I even had to like walk from Halesworth, like from the town bit as well, because like there's a co-op, and you sort of walk down this long road, and then it takes you up to the golf club. Well, like it's not an issue in that. Like I thought I was getting the job, and they were just like, "Oh, never come back." Well, I don't know. I don't fucking take it personally anymore. That's what they want to be like, isn't it? That's on them, though, isn't it? I should go to the swimming pool at Bunky Moor to be like when I get better and that from the hospital. I got quite a nice swimming pool. I mean, the one in Beccles is all right, but it's outdoors, so yeah. I wasn't really that bothered about seeing too much of Southampton. No, I mean I've heard it's pretty rough. I'll just go for the gig and then get up to London the next day. See the Apollo at Hammersmith. I'm not really bothered about somewhere like Southampton. Might have a look where the Isle of Wight ferry is for another time. No, I ain't actually. I've been through Hammersmith and like Chelsea and all that. Like I mainly know central London better. So like Tottenham Court Road, the Strand, Fleet Street, around by Victoria, Waterloo Station, Tower of London, Tower Bridge, round by the Shard, um, obviously Westminster, all around Westminster, Buckingham Palace, St James's Park. Yeah, I don't know too much out of. I've been to Stratford as well. Not the nicest of places, I don't think, but it's just my opinion. Especially around that Westfield and that. I mean, it's just so clicky and rough, and it's all right, I guess. If you like that sort of busy, I don't know. I don't mind London in small doses. I've been close to Hyde Park. I've been sort of around Knightsbridge, and then obviously like Hyde Park Corner around there, Piccadilly, Leicester Square, Trafalgar Square. I don't know. I just find Stratford a bit rough. I mean, I've been a couple of times. I've been like with my friend in Bournemouth. I've been with my mum. I just find it a bit rough and clicky. Times have been like back by that Westfield bit. Yeah, I went to the one of the museums in Knightsbridge. What's it called? Not the Science Museum, the other one. Done Chesington as well, but that's like technically sort of into Surrey. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it a night. I just wanted to put Birmingham on the map a little bit and mention my experience in Birmingham and just pretty much say why I think, like, why I personally prefer it to London. I mean, I absolutely love London as well in small doses. I just personally like Birmingham for the slight more laid back feel to it. Yeah, I would like to see Hampton Court. That's really close to Kingston, isn't it, as well, where you're from? Pretty sure it like backs onto Kingston, doesn't it? And obviously Richmond Park. I would like to see Richmond Park as well. I just like with Birmingham how it's just easy to get. Like you've got everything there, but then you can like be out of the city within 20 minutes. Like especially if you're the NEC. I mean, you've got Birmingham Airport, the NEC, and then you go that way. You're out of Birmingham. You go that way. Obviously, you've got Bullring, Snow Hill, New Street, the Jewellery Quarter. Obviously, Aston for Aston Villa match and so on. Obviously, all the you know pubs and some good bars, and Sutton Coldfield is a really really nice bit as well. Pricey though. I mean, I looked at maybe moving to Birmingham one day, but it's frigging pricey around that Sutton Coldfield bit. So I forgot how beautiful Sutton Park. I used to go quite a bit when I lived in Derby to Sutton Park. Mm. Yeah, just a short one today. And yeah, thanks for joining as always, Ralphie. Ooh, keep everyone up to date with the score, I guess. I mean, I'll probably say for the whole match. I mean, hopefully they play it all on Sky Sports at my local. They did say they can get up any game, so I had a really random dream last night where I was up in Scotland and I was like chatting to these like 80-year-old Scots who were just telling me about all these towns and that in Scotland. So it's just like the most friggin' random dream ever. And we were talking about Berwick and Tweed as well, randomly. No, I just what, just down the pub to watch football. Yeah, it should be alright. I just got to take it easy at the minute at hospital. I mean, I can't be doing too much. Yeah, just take it as it comes, I guess, for now. Because the problem is, like, the littlest shit I do, like, sitting, like, setting off my ass. I mean, obviously, earlier with the ride and that, like, well, I'm obviously, just fucking pulling me about. It's obviously, you know. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a night here as I don't want to set off my situation hospital thing, so I'm just gonna call it a night. And thanks for joining, Ralphie, mate. Just take it one day at a time. That's all I can do for now. So yeah, just check and see if I've got any messages. Quick, and I'm gonna be off. Right. Cheers, mate. I really appreciate that. That's what I need to hear in these sort of times. I mean, I'm having to literally like keep an eye out on like what time every day. I mean, yesterday it was like 9:50, and I was staying at mum's, and obviously my appointment's here in Beccles, and it's like 20 minutes. Like the first bus is at 9:30, so I literally, if I didn't get on that bus, I'd have like 20 minutes to get here anyway. It's just, but then they obviously can't out when the times are the generic that, the times are generic, but yeah. Anyway, peace out. See you all next time.